Welcome back, everybody. So again, we are talking with Karen and Abby from the Therapeutic Recreation Program at the Rockford Park District. You've been talking about all the different ways that you can adapt some of your programs to people with physical or mental disabilities. So we've moved some of the equipment that you brought with you in front of us here so we can take a look. Let's start. This is what I'm most curious about because this kind of looks like a nice, comfortable recliner on wheels.
It does.
Yes. Right here what we have is an adaptive piece of equipment to use at our aquatic facilities. This is called the Hippocamp, and it's a water wheelchair.
Oh.
It is used for individuals with physical disabilities to access water attractions. So at Magic Waters, it might be the wave pool, or
This would be perfect for the wave pool because it's kind of a ramp going right into the water.
right. Yep. So it's a zero depth entrance, and so it's that easy going. And
Obviously, you can't plop it in like a regular pool.
no,
It starts at
Nope.
3 feet deep. Okay, so once, so this is a child size. Once a child is in this, do they just kind of wheel themselves around just like a regular wheelchair like this, or do you guys push them, or how does that work?
Actually, this is kind of a two-in-one deal. If it's somebody that's independent and wants to propel themselves, the setup of this chair allows them to do that. So they can propel themselves throughout the park or the pool, and or with the handlebar on top. This model, mom, dad, guardian, brother, or sister could help push and get them throughout the park.
Sure. How long have you had this piece of equipment? Has this been around a long time?
You know, we've had water wheelchairs out at Magic Waters probably for about 6 years, I would say, at least.
If someone were to go to Magic Waters, is it better to call in advance and say, hey, we're coming, we might need this piece of equipment? Or once you're there, can you just ask for it?
Once you are there, you can just ask, you go to customer service or customer relations desk and let them know that you were needing a water wheelchair. And they will direct you to the location where they're kept.
Do you have a lot of these then?
We have a total of 5 out there.
Okay, that should be plenty, I would think. Do you ever run into a situation where so many people, I mean, sometimes the water park can get pretty crowded. Do you ever run into a situation where people are having to kind of wait for it, or does that seem to be enough?
What were you going to say?
I would think something like Green Bear Fair or somewhere where we're inviting people that use water wheelchairs, but otherwise I'm not sure that they've used all of them at one time. There is no save list or anything like that. You know, if somebody has it, you won't be able to use it, but we can maybe alert them, you know, when you're done, we'll use that.
So it's never really been a problem. You can kind of get it if you need it. Let's talk about the Green Bear Fair because this is coming up and it sounds really cool. It's for people of all ages, right?
Yep.
Okay, what exactly is involved here?
Yeah, so the Green Bear Fair is actually, we're in our 7th year, and it's a disability resource event. It's an opportunity for families and individuals with disabilities, their family and friends to come out and enjoy Magic Waters. So come out, see the attractions, all of our disability-friendly features that we offer at Magic. And then also we invite vendors to come out, so local vendors that provide services to individuals with disabilities to come out. So new families maybe to the area or just returning, you know. We want to catch up, see how things are going. So we'll have a little resource lagoon is what we're calling it, and it's an opportunity for families to come and mingle.
Okay, and you have more information on that on your website then, or?
Yeah, so on Magic Waters website, there's event information, and then also they can find information on our Facebook page, the Therapeutic Recreation Facebook page, as well as the website.
Which is rockfordparkdistrict.org. What day is the fair?
Fair is June 29th, Friday, June 29th from 4 to 9 p.m.
Oh, how fun. That's so cool. Is this the first year you guys are going to be doing that, or has that been around a while?
7th annual.
Wow.
And it's best to buy tickets beforehand. You'll get a better price. So
really? Okay.
Call or go to the customer service, and the tickets are less expensive than the day of.
Well, that's really good to know. Do you have a lot of families coming out to that together then?
Yes.
Yeah.
We do. Last year was our first year that we held the event at Magic Waters. It's kind of been on a rotating placement. This is our 2nd year at Magic Waters. So last year it was a great success. Families came out, really enjoyed it, maybe hesitant at first that they didn't know if their son or daughter could come out and enjoy the features. So this was our opportunity to really showcase what we had available and offered at Magic Waters.
And not only showcase it, but kind of let them try it out?
Absolutely. So they tried. Ultimately, our goal is for them to come back as a family and use the facility. So we've got not only the water wheelchair, but some of the other things too is we've got, these are considered water bean bags.
Yeah, I was going to ask because I mean, it looks really cool. I feel like I could just lounge in that and take a nap.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Yep. So And this is not considered, an adapted piece of equipment when we ordered it, but what
Yeah.
it is a large size bean bag. So maybe somebody, and it's got little beads in
you
it,
can
foam
feel,
beads.
like foam beads.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody can't get fully in the water due to a medical condition. So they maybe have got a feeding tube or a trach.
Okay.
This is an opportunity for families that participant or that individual can sit on here. It doesn't fully immerse them in the water, but they are still engaging with their friends, their family, mom or dad, getting their feet wet.
Yeah. Well, I have a friend with a toddler daughter who's on a trach, and I'm trying to picture her on this. How exactly does that work? Do you put all the equipment on top of this surface, or how does that work?
Yep, so depending on what they would need to take with them, the traveling, suction and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Yeah, so this is obviously pretty big
Yeah.
compared to how big they are, but you can sit right in the middle of it. If you've got something to add, they can sit next to it as well. So
This out of the way so we can see that a little better.
Yeah.
Does this float right on top of the water
Yep.
then? So is there
does.
water coming through it? Is it wet on the bottom?
it does, yep.
And it holds a person up? I
It
would think
does.
once it gets wet that it would just go right
All
down.
submerged. No, design of it must be with some of that foam piece that it just creates that pocket and it doesn't.
And why
sink.
is this not the world's most popular water toy? Because it seems like that'd be really cool to just like lounge in the pool. Like I've never seen one of these before.
Yeah. So that's what all of our staff say as well. They really enjoy it.
I could use one of these. Yeah. Is this something you guys had to specially order?
It's not. We've ordered a couple throughout the years to have at our specialty swim programs, and now we've got a couple that we keep out at Magic Waters, and it's just a water toy that you can get. Anybody could get as well, but we just have created that opportunity for some of that population.
How fun. Explain the yellow bean bag, because they look different from each other. Is that the same purpose? Or?
Yep, this is also a bean bag.
Now this one's not quite see, it seems like this one has like a surface area and it's kind of like a flat disc, and that one's a little more chaotic, I think.
Yeah, this one is more mesh, I would say. It doesn't have
Yeah.
that hard fabric.
It's not as structured.
Yeah, these are actually, this is a new one to us. So we've used these ones before, and
Okay. That works the same way? It just kind of floats flat on the water?
yep.
That's so interesting. Do you find that you're interacting with other park districts around the country who are doing similar types of things? Like, where do you get your ideas for all this stuff? Because I would never come up with this.
Catalogs, websites, traveling.
And through
Friends.
experiences, if
Yeah.
we want to include everyone with a disability and figure out how we can make it work. And so I think it's where a water wheelchair is not useful for somebody, we want to be able to, that person that is not useful for, we want to figure out what we can use for them. So I think it's
Okay.
through trial and error, what other people
Yeah.
are doing. We've got some additional, this is another one too that we can talk about too. This is
Yeah, what is that?
This is great. This is for someone who maybe has slower processing. I think of specifically somebody like my son who has autism. And even though he is very bright and can read, he might be excited that he's somewhere and then we'll say,
Oh, it has pictures of
It
all the
has
locations.
pictures.
I
Yep.
gotcha.
and then he can focus, he can settle. I know somebody who has a child with autism or has somebody in their family, an adult with autism, things going through visually just make more sense. And so it has
Yeah.
a calming effect. And we have these at several at Park District facilities.
So you can request something like this too if you're traveling with someone who maybe has some sort of mental issue where this would help them.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's really good to know. I hate to say it, we're out of time. I feel like we could keep talking all day. There's so much to cover. But RockfordParkDistrict.org is where people need to go for more information, correct? Yes. RockfordParkDistrict.org. This has been so informative, and I kind of want to try this out.
Okay, Jeannie.
We'll have all this information for you again at the end of the show. We'll be right back.